Hello, everybody. Welcome to our second episode of Be at Home with the AMA. My name is Steve Heisler. I'm the staff writer for Marketing News, and I'm here, as always, with Sarah Steimer, managing editor of Marketing News. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Steve.
So right before we get started, visit ama.org/daily. There you can sign up for our daily email. Great resource. Sign up. We will wait. All right, and we're back. We're here to talk about what's happening in the world of marketing. Sarah, first of all, how are you?
I'm doing well, all considering. If you watched our last episode, you know that I had a picture of Joan from Mad Men Up, and I switched it as promised. I switched it to Dawn. I implemented a little tea time for myself. Was just listening to a Spotify playlist called the COVID-19 Quarantine Party. Toxic by Britney Spears. Unwell by Matchbox 20, and Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police.
I am doing okay. I am playing 4 video games simultaneously.
Right now? You're doing it right now?
Yes, I am quite the multitasker. If you want to know what video games I'm playing, just visit ama.org/daily. Sarah, let's talk about some of the ads that we've been seeing these days, particularly ones that have to do with COVID-19. The other day I was watching YouTube, a Discover ad came on, in which they just cut away to various people just giving a reaction. However, those people were on video chat. I would imagine that the ad was at first shot with, mom at the soccer field holding the ball, guy at the grocery store, but now everybody is at home. A Domino's ad recently features kind of a risky business guy dancing around. Doorbell rings, he goes to pick up the pizza, it's already on the ground. Also saw an ad for Trojan condoms. I'm sure not doing very well right now, unless you're having a very uncomfortable water balloon fight with your neighbors. I was speaking to somebody recently who said that unless a company is directly speaking about what it is that they're doing during this crisis to help the consumers, then they shouldn't say anything. And I'm inclined to agree. There still is some sort of brand currency that exists. I would hate for them to get caught up in this wave of general empty empathy.
So 2 things. I think it's important to realize that, especially when it comes to maybe TV commercials in particular, they've already spent the money on that ad time. We saw that KFC had to pull their finger looking good ad that featured someone aggressively licking their fingers. And that obviously wasn't going to fly. So a lot of places, they've got the time, they have to do something. I think some brands are doing a really smart job with that. So Nike changed their ad campaign from the well-known "just do it" to, really focusing on the idea of playing for the world. Here we are in an Olympic year. A lot of these athletes who would be playing for their country, playing in front of the world, aren't going to be able to do that. So the ad features a lot of athletes working out at home, but also a lot of just like regular people working out at home too. But you kind of have to make that pivot right now. I know that Hotels.com, Captain Obvious is instead in a commercial sitting there watching, I don't know what, but he's sitting with a bowl of popcorn after he uses some hand sanitizer. He's eating the popcorn. It's sort of just like, we'll be back, don't forget about us.
My issue is sort of a passive versus active approach. The idea of what you're describing, which is, we'll be back, trust us. I would prefer a brand use that time so that it isn't lost to talk about what it is that they are doing specifically. And to that point, think of something specifically that they can do. Reaching out to consumers directly, manufacturing masks, or donating money. Those are the brands that I'm going to remember, rather than kind of, don't forget about us. It seems kind of like an ex-girlfriend kind of tactic of like, I'm always here for you whenever you need it. And I'm like, I got a new girlfriend. All right. I don't need this.
Oh, wow. You are a lot closer with these brands than I realized.
I just feel a deep connection.
I happened to read something the other day about how the CMO of Denny's made this comment, and it really kind of resonated to me a bit. He mentioned that some of the ideas that they had been floating around the company before the coronavirus even started, they're now implementing. Like they're planning on starting to begin at-home testing of meal kits. And even if maybe there were some plans on the back burners that these companies have always had, it's there right now. These organizations are having to really pivot hard to digital. You know, your work being on the cloud instead of being maybe on a server in the office, or if it's something like this where you're working in a meeting format that's mostly digital now. It's forcing what was going to happen, I think, anyhow, to happen a little faster.
Absolutely, especially because nobody knows when this situation is really going to end. Despite the fact that at one point they will be opening up the country, we may still have certain regulations in place. We may still be working remotely for a while. That technology being put in place now is going to pay a lot of dividends.
I've heard, you know, some people say like, oh, like I can kind of get used to grocery delivery, or like I could get used to working from home full time. I will be going to the grocery store every single day when this is over. I will be the first person back well, maybe not the first person back in the office, but I'm so excited to get back to, you know, my regular in-person life.
I definitely do forget that my coworkers are actual people and not just something that exists in the abstract. For example, the bevy machine, the coffee machine, the snack layout.
None of those are not Steve. Those are not your colleagues. I am your colleague. I'm the coworker.
Sarah, get out of my computer. Well, good way to end it. Well, that's our show.
Don't forget to subscribe to ama.org/daily so you can sign up for My AMA Daily. It's our newsletter that runs Monday through Friday, curated content from around the web that is AI powered. So it is, the more you open this email, the more you click on stories, the more it's going to be personalized for you.
We are going to be recording more episodes of Be at Home with the AMA every Monday and Thursday. I will bid Sarah adieu.
Yeah.
Lovely rest of the day.
Tune in to see if I can cut my bangs correctly.
Oh, good. Hoping for it. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, Steve.